Hello and welcome back to Realm of Thrones 4.0. Okay, so obviously in the previous episode, I did a caravan escort mission, and as you know, or may not know, doing that gives you a wide variety of benefits, as we obviously found out in the previous episode. You got, prisoners, you got loot, you got experience, you've just basically got absolutely everything you could want from a task. Now, apart from that, you can always just go over and sell your prisoners to a regular town if you want to do that for a minimal gain. However, if you want to maximize it, then you should probably try and find a manual laborer quest, which is exactly what I've done here. And I actually managed to find this in a clay village. Like I mentioned in the previous episode too, there are a number of villages that tend to have manual laborer quests more than others. Or maybe they're the only ones that can actually, be eligible for them. And those are clay, salt, hardwood sometimes, maybe, and iron ore, as well as silver ore. Basically anything to do with manual labor, as you might expect. Anyway, heard you might have some problem. What do you need? You need 13 of them. I have a massive amount, okay? I have a massive amount of prisoners because of that caravan escort mission, and a lot of them are mounted. Look at this. Look at how crazy this is actually going to be. I don't think they're going to enable me to send all of them. Actually, they are. Oh, that's really okay. That's actually kind of amazing. Usually, when I try to do this and I have way too many prisoners, they're going to say, well, you have too many prisoners. I'm not going to take anything more from you, which is obviously, perfectly fine, I guess, because otherwise what you could do is you could pretty much just get as many prisoners as you could handle. So I'm talking, 80, 90, 100 prisoners, and then just slap them all in there. And then you're going to gain a massive payday. But of course, that is not going to happen here. We're just going to be getting this, and we're going to get 7,000. Look at that. 7,500 for such, little work. We basically did nothing. We pretty much did nothing because all we did was participate in a quest that we would normally have done otherwise, because we did the escort caravan mission, and that provided us with the prisoners that we needed, and all I needed to do was try and find the manual laborer task to begin with, and that's pretty much it. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, I think that's really, really cool. Anyway, that's just something that you may want to consider if you're, also playing the game and you're thinking to yourself, you know what, I kind of want to, oh yeah, we don't even need troops, okay. Me going here thinking I need troops now. Yeah, but that's actually a really, really cool way, easy way of gaining a little bit of extra cash and just giving you a bit of a boost. Just a little bit of a boost here and there. Okay, I'm just going to quickly go in here. No, this is a gang recruiting thing. Okay, yeah, we're not going to do that. We'll go over to Illyria as well, and then we're going to make our way over to where we are actually at war against the Yeti clan. Not entirely sure what they were all about, but we've taken a look at their stats in the previous episode too, and they're not looking that good, gotta say. They're not looking that good, so I'm wholeheartedly assuming that maybe we're going to be able to achieve victory versus some of their vassals if we can actually make that happen in itself, because maybe they're going to be too fast, maybe we're not going to have any way of interacting with them because there's just too few of them, or who knows, maybe they're even doing battle against someone else and we don't have the ability to actually fight them because they're all waiting inside the garrison, they're too weak or something like that. That might very well happen. There we go. That was an elite pikeman. Haha. All right, so yeah, these guys obviously not that good at using one-handed. Oh, that guy got headshot. Okay, don't get headshot. Okay, there we go. Just had to strafe around a little bit here. There we go. Okay, that was wonderful. And now maybe we can just be as successful in the other rounds as well. Basically, I'm just doing this now because I want to try and farm a little bit of renown. Because, of course, if I'm not going to be entering too many battles, which obviously I'm not adverse to going into battles, of course. I like a battle as much as the next fellow. But the main problem with battles is that they're not that easily available early on in the game. And so, you're most likely going to have to earn renown at least early just by doing a bunch of tournaments. But of course, now that I have the 25 charm skill perk, the 25th level charm skill perk, this is really making a huge difference to me, because if I'm able to win these tournaments relatively quickly, obviously I'm not doing a particularly good job of winning them quickly so far, but I'm hopeful that we'll be a little bit better here. Can we just kill this guy, please? There we go. Didn't want to be left by myself, to be honest. That would have been really, really bad. And now we're up against the Valerian captain. Okay, we might have some problems with this guy. I don't actually know, but we look pretty cool, I gotta say. I think we look pretty cool. Oh, this is so... It's so nice with the cloth simulation that is included in the game, because you can see that the lower half of my armor is like flowing when I move around and stuff like that. I think that is such a cool detail. Really appreciate that, to be honest, from the modding team. They're doing an absolutely fantastic job with this. Anyway, there we go. We got 6 renown now, you see. That's exactly the reason why now doing tournaments, and why I was so pained earlier in the series, because I was thinking to myself, no, can I please just get 25 charm skill? Because then if I get that, then I can finally start getting some amazing gains in renown. And so every single time I do a tournament, I'm going to be getting 6 renown. Obviously, you've got to also bear in mind that we probably could go onto the leaderboard. Yeah, okay, it's going to be a while. It's going to be a while. Gregor Clegane, as you can see, at 22 victories right there. Where am I? I've won 9. I've won 9 so far. So that's not actually even that bad, to be honest. I feel like it could obviously be much better. But it could be much worse, you know? It could be much worse. I think we've only lost 1 tournament completely, so that's not that bad, you know. It could have been worse, as I say. Anyway, let's just equip this guy with his pauldrons there. There we go. He really does need some chess piece of some kind, but this is actually really good from a statistics standpoint. But obviously from a fashion standpoint, you know, from an aesthetic standpoint, if you're not playing as a Dothraki character, it's a bit weird. You know, it's a bit weird for us to be wearing that. Anyway, let's move on. See if we can actually get to that place. Because here's the funny thing as well. This particular perk that we just gained in the charm skill tree used to be providing you with influence, and it no longer provides you with influence, it provides you with renown. And the funny thing about that is that I found out, or maybe a couple of other people found out as well, but for me personally, when I'm playing, I obviously find out things, and then I also mention them in the series. And so at the time, it was giving us influence. It was giving us, what was it, 6 influence or something? I don't even know how much it was giving at the time. But yeah, anyway. It was giving us influence, and the interaction between becoming a mercenary and also winning a tournament was that I was actually getting mercenary wages from tournament victories, because you could earn influence, and obviously every single point of influence gives you a certain amount of money, which is exactly how it's supposed to work, of course. And that might be the reason why they even changed it, to be honest, to begin with. So that's actually pretty funny to me. Anyway, let's go and do this poacher quest. I'll rid of you of those poachers myself. Thank you very much. Where do I have to go? Over here. Basically, I'm just trying to get as many people on my side as possible. Any single time I can do a task that is relatively good for us. Oh, hello. Manual laborers as well. Okay, that's actually perfect. So I'm going to try to fight them. I was actually thinking that I would try to talk them down, because that is actually going to provide me with some charm skill in itself. But I'm thinking I'm just going to fight with them this time around instead, because if I fight with them and I'm able to actually capture a bunch, then I might be able to complete this this manual laborer task straight away. And obviously these guys are not going to have mounts as far as I'm aware. I don't think poachers actually come equipped with mounts. I think they're kind of like equivalent to forest bandits, so they're not really going to be that effective to actually sell to the manual laborer quest, because the main value that you have to consider is how much combat strength they have in a fight, and usually cavalry have much more combat strength. That's usually what determines the value when it comes to manual laborer tasks. At least that's what I've observed over the time, and me doing that kind of thing. So anyway, these guys are hopefully going to get absolutely murdered by us. It seems like they are. Don't really want to go all the way in there. I'm going to die. Okay, I'm just going to bring out my bow real quick, because these guys actually have no shields, but this is also something that you should be very aware of. As I said to you, they are very much like forest bandits, so they're actually kind of damaging when it comes from ranged attacks. So I'm a little bit... Oh, hello. Okay, am I dead? Am I dead? No, I'm alive. Just about. Here's me attempting to get some archery skill. No, they weren't having any of that, were they? Yeah, as you can also tell, 3 prisoners really not going to do. That is going to be pretty awful. Not really going to be something that we want. It's going to be basically impossible for me to do anything else with that. And so I'm not going to take the manual labor quest. It doesn't seem particularly worth it right now. But we do know where one is. So if we come across something like a caravan escort mission or even a caravan ambush, we might very well be able to make good use of it. Anyway, let's just make our way over to the Yeti clan. There's actually a... There is a bandit hideout here. I'm actually wondering, this is probably going to be a brigand elimination quest. No, it's not. It is actually a training troops quest. Okay, that's interesting. Right, well, I'm actually just going to purchase another couple of these. I will not sell any of the armor here. I think what I'll do is I'll make a brief stopover in this town. This is a Dothraki town at the moment. And if I can actually make good use of the amount of loot that I have, I'm hopeful that they're actually going to give me some decent gains here. And maybe, just maybe, we're going to be able to gain a task. No, okay, it's a gang leader task. Not a big fan of those, generally. I mean, they're okay, and they are going to increase your criminal rating and everything. But that doesn't really do much, you know. If you're not a roguery kind of character, it's not really going to give you any kind of benefit or detriment most of the time. Anyway, there's another 2,000. Not going to sell any of my weapons. As I said before, I'm probably going to be doing a little bit of smithing because it would be quite fun to see what kind of two-handed weapon we might be able to create or what kind of polearm we might be able to create. I don't think it's going to be that easy. Usually you're going to need to, you know, have a mod that allows you to gain things a little bit easier over time. And if you don't have that, then it's a little, well, it's not so good. Let's just say that. I'm actually going to have to go back here real fast because I need to buy some food. As you can see, I have 6 days is actually not even bad. But yeah, we're going to need to buy a little bit of additional food. I was thinking that maybe I'd go over there to the grain village, but no, I think everything's fine the way it is. So let's just have a look-see here. Oh, they're actually selling fish. Okay, so we're going to sell some sheep here. Sell the leather for 420 each. Wow, that's actually pretty incredible. And we'll just keep the iron ore and the hardwood just in case we do actually start doing some smithing. Gonna take around the same of each, but we can't really go too hard on the extracurricular foodstuffs, for example, beer, butter, etc., because that's going to be way too expensive for us. And let's make our way on over there. I was actually kind of hoping to participate in another tournament. Kind of want to get the #1 rank on the leaderboards, but I have a feeling that Gregor is going to try his hardest to prevent that. But, you know, that's not really that big a deal right now, I suppose. We don't really need to worry about that as it stands. You know, we can just see a tournament, do it, or maybe not, you know. It's very much up in the air, kind of fluid. We can decide whatever we want to do in that particular situation. Anyway, let's see if we can come across a couple of these vassals. I am now ready to fight because we're back up to 90% HP. And let's see what actually happens here, because obviously capturing this is basically impossible. Oh, okay. We'll start granting high-ranking nobles the right to summon large armies. Okay. 120... You only have 123. Wow. Okay, and they literally only have Dornish militia and Dornish archers. This could be a potential gold mine for leveling up engineering. But I don't actually have any points in engineering. Oh no. I am now a very sad individual indeed. Yeah, no one has any engineering of ours. But I don't see any vassals. Where are the vassals? Do they even have any? I should probably take... Wait a minute. I should probably take a look. Wait. What? Where are they? Where are they on this? Okay. Apparently they are not on this at all. So maybe it's a clan thing? Maybe it's a clan thing. No. That doesn't seem to be the case. So I have no idea what this is even for. What is this for? I have no clue. I guess we might as well... shall we just try it out? I mean, let's see. Because if we do... okay, they have much more strength than we do. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. I mean, I have... I guess I don't have the best army ever, do I? No, I really don't. Okay, well, that's kind of sad. But let's actually just see what happens here, because I'm going to assume that the vassal, if there is one, is going to come out of nowhere, but you can see what's really funny about this. They have 0 garrisons, so that must mean that there is no vassal in the area that can actually deposit units into it. So that means that we should be absolutely fine to just continue here. I have such a small amount of engineering. It really makes me... Yeah, you know what? You know what? I'm not going to do it, all right? I'm not going to do it. For one reason and one reason alone, it's going to take me so long to build any trebuchets, because obviously I wanted to build trebuchets and actually make that work, and there doesn't seem to be any vassals around here either. So it seems like what I'll need to do is I will need to go to a nearby town and try to find a companion that is good in engineering. Oh, hello there. We have some Yeti exiles available for us to fight. Okay, that's actually fantastic. I find it amusing that they sound like that as well, but anyway, let's hope that we can actually get some unique items from them as well when they actually lose this. Hopefully they are actually even going to lose this. Anyway, I'm just going to put this guy as the commander of the infantry, and here we go. All right, ooh, this is a nice place to fight. Quite like this. They're mostly spearmen by the looks of things. I actually wonder if they have any shields, because if they don't have any shields, this is going to be fantastic for me to level up my archery skill, and I'm very much going to want to do that. Yeah, they don't seem to have shields at all. Okay, so that basically means that I can feast upon them with a bunch of skill point gains. As you can see, wonderful headshots all around here. And maybe we can get a couple more. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously pretty tragic when they have no shields and I just miss outright. You know, that's just absolutely terrible. But, you know, this is how it's going to go for the moment. I do want to just shoot 14 more times if I can, just to get a little bit of extra skill. I'd like to get headshots, though. There we go. There's one. Okay, we got to be careful of my horse as well, because I'm just literally running into these guys with their two-handed swords, and they are absolutely butchering it. Look at that, 130 damage against our mount right there. These guys don't even, they don't have any ranged weapons. They have no ranged weapons whatsoever. This is hilarious. Okay. I would have wholeheartedly expected them to have something, but no, they don't. So I'm actually very pleased about this. I'm actually kind of surprised. Were they the ones actually on the way to the fief that we were besieging? Because I'm actually wondering whether that's the case now. But I don't think so. Okay, now we're just going to charge our forces in here. Hopefully my infantry are not going to die. Whoa, they are dying like no one's business. Okay, what's actually going on with that? My infantry are terrible. Okay, well. Oh, that's very funny. That is very, very funny. I was not expecting them to literally just fall over, as you can see. That just shows that we have an utter need for a medic of some kind. We need a medic, and we also need an engineer so badly. Oh, so incredibly badly. Okay, yeah, let's just see what I can do here. Targaryen Squire, I guess we'll get a couple more of those. And here we go. All right, so now we have some, actually not bad armor, but it's still not as good as what we have available. So yeah, we're just going to give him what he can wear. As you can see, he wanted to wear these gloves. Finally, we got some new gloves for him, and he's still wearing the other thing, of course. So we're going to have to do something about that. Maybe we'll just have to purchase something for him, but obviously we don't really want to spend all of our money on something like that when we could be spending it on, I don't know, something a little bit more impactful, I guess. Needs help with brigands. Not sure if I really want to do that right now. If there's a hideout nearby, then I might decide to, but don't really see the necessity for it when I'm super badly in need of a companion that can do those things. Because if I had someone that could actually do engineering, or if I had some points in engineering, then I would be much more likely to go and besiege that thing. But the way it is right now, I just don't see that it's worth it. You know, it's just going to take way too long for us to do any of it, and it's just going to be annoying, you know? It's just going to be one of those things that is just so frustrating and slow, and no, we're not going to do that. So we're going to try and search for some companions. We'll do some tournaments and things like that. Hello, we have someone. He's actually... Okay, surprisingly enough, he's really good at combat, but that's pretty much all that he's good at. He's not really good at anything else. So unfortunately enough, I don't think I'm going to be doing anything with him. It would be fantastic if we could recruit him. But, I mean, he's got 200 in two-handed weapon proficiency. So that just basically says to me, this guy's an absolute monster in combat. But apart from that, he's not going to be that useful. And you can see that I have only 4 slots in our companions. And that basically means scout, surgeon, engineer, and then some other random person can just join us. And I don't really want to limit our options if we take this guy now, you know what I mean? So I'm going to be a little bit careful about who we recruit because we don't have that much space. Anyway, we do have a one-handed weapon available here. Don't know. It's probably not going to be used by me, but it's nevertheless relatively good to try and get it, I suppose. And we'll see whether we can actually impact this fight at all. No. Oh, that was a bit close, wasn't it? Yeah, that guy had my number dialed in pretty hard there, because I was wholeheartedly assuming that he would unleash his thrown weapon at the exact moment when I was attacking. That usually tends to happen to me quite a bit. And yeah, then I will very quickly meet the dust. And it will be very sad. You know, that's the kind of thing that tends to happen quite often. Or my horse, as you can quite clearly tell. Yeah, taking massive damage with that. Okay, well, I'm just going to go for a little bit of a headshot here. Oh, nice, 99. Okay, I don't really want my horse to be killed, please. Seems like my team is absolutely murdering everything right now, so we should be fine. And as long as I can continue to stay on my mount, I should be okay. There we go. We just used our reach to its best possible conclusion there. And here we go. A 1 versus 1. Our first 1 versus 1 in this tournament. Whoa, that was nice and easy. I basically just... Well, I didn't really do much, but he was just out of rhythm. I think that was the main thing that was actually going on there, because you could see that basically as soon as I started attacking him, he was deciding to lower his shield at the exact moment that I was slashing, and that just basically put paid to that, exactly how we did there. And there we have it, another 6 renown gain for us as well. I actually wonder how close we are to the next clan tier level. I'm very much hoping that that's going to be a pretty simple thing for us to get now that we do have that additional charm skill perk. So now that we've done that, we've got Bone Crusher. Let me just take a quick look at our clan here. Yeah, look at this. Look at how fast we're actually gaining renown. We're not even really doing exceptional amounts of pretty much anything, to be honest, but we're gaining it without really even trying, which is exactly what it should be like, at least in my opinion, because any single time we do a tournament, obviously we're trying to do a tournament for noble mounts, you know, noble mounts or any kind of equipment that is actually going to be useful for us. But apart from that, the side effect of it is gaining us renown at the same time. And that's the kind of thing that we want to try to do. We want to try to be as efficient as possible with our actions. And that's the reason why I'm trying to find this engineer, because if I can find this engineer, then I'm going to be pretty happy with it. Actually, you know what? Let me see if I can actually do something here. Because alive, we want it to be a wanderer. There we go. Okay, so I'm actually hoping I can't send ravens until we know about him. No. Okay, that's actually really sad. Because if I had the ability to send a raven to him, I could basically say to him, hey, can you join me? And then he'd join our clan, and then we might be able to actually, you know, send for him, and then he could come towards us, and that would be super, super amazing. But yeah, that's obviously not going to happen this time around. We've got a bunch of really cool people, though. Lord Varys, for example, Lord Peter Baelish. We've got, yes, we've got Woon Woon, as I say. Yes, indeed, indeed. That's not how you say it, of course, but I say it like that. And then obviously you've got Theon Greyjoy. You've got every single person that you could possibly want here as companions, potentially. And I wait a minute. Didn't someone say that I can go into the tavern and actually ask about companions or something like that? I'm actually going to see whether that is indeed the case. Hello there, Mr. Tavern Keeper. I'm looking for some people to hire with specific skills. Would you happen to know anyone looking for work? All right, so here we go. Let me see here. Surgeon, engineer, here we go. I haven't heard of someone with such skills looking for work for a while now. Oh, okay. Thanks a lot, you absolute imbecile. I should have asked him about a medic as well, but I just, you know, raged and left. Yes, indeed. Anyway, let's go over here. Maybe there'll be some other, you know, I don't know, more likely places for us to find some people. I mean, to be fair, I personally think that somewhere like Pentos or Rios or Bravos is probably going to have a little bit more information than a town all the way out here in the middle of nowhere. I mean, it is basically in the middle of nowhere, and it's probably going to be very rarely used as a trade destination. In before someone tells me in the comments that that was a well-known trade destination in the year something or other. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm obviously just playing around right now, but I wouldn't be surprised, you know? I wouldn't be surprised. Anyway, let's take a quick look at the, fencing stolen goods. Not going to do that. I will go into the tavern once again and see if this guy has heard of an engineer or something like that. Hopefully, can I please get around here? Thank you. All right, so here we go. Yeah, good surgeon. He hasn't heard of anyone with a good surgeon, and he hasn't heard anyone that is a good engineer either. Right. Even in Norvos itself, I'm actually kind of surprised. Would have expected maybe Norvos to have something about that, but apparently not. Anyway, let's just wait here for a little bit of time, and then we'll go into another tournament. As I've already seen, the only faction that we're actually at war against is a bunch of exiles, and they don't seem to have the ability to garrison that place anyway, which is actually really good, because technically, if I decide to take it, which I think could be... Wow, the tournament just ended. Yes, so the tournament just literally ended at that exact moment when I was about to enter. Okay, well, never mind. That's absolutely fine. So I think, as I said before, let's try and go over to Pentos. Maybe that's going to make a bit of a difference to the amount of information that we can gain. But yeah, anyway, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the tournament ending prematurely. I think what we could do is if this is still available and if we still want to go for it, what we can do is once we have our engineer companion, we can come back here and we can take it for ourselves. And this is going to basically be our fief. This will be our fief for the foreseeable future, potentially. Not sure how that's really going to go. But yeah, we also want to make sure that we actually join Daenerys's faction, because someone actually very kindly let me know that we are not actually in Daenerys's faction. We are in Aegon's faction, which is something that I obviously didn't intend. I actually thought they were part of the same faction, but I didn't realize that at the time. So, thankfully, because we are indeed a mercenary, we can leave at any time, and that's obviously going to be a lot easier, because then we will just be able to, you know, flip-flop however we want. And that's going to be nice and easy. Oh, there is actually a companion in the tavern here as well, so might be a good idea to speak to them in just a second. Let's have a look. Okay, haven't heard of anyone. And haven't heard of anyone. Okay. Seems like I might need to go over to Westeros to be able to actually find a companion that is going to be relatively decent. So I think I'm probably going to just do that. Because we are at Pentos now, so it might make sense for us to just travel across the sea real fast. Who's this guy? Let's take a look at him. Whoa, okay, he's looking not so good. I mean, if you want if you want an archer, then go for it, you know. He's going to be perfectly fine, but yeah, that's not really going to work out too well. So I think the best place for me to go is probably Dragonstone, right? Dragonstone or King's Landing, something along those lines. That's probably going to be a good idea for a potential companion. So that's exactly what we'll do. And maybe we can participate in a couple of tournaments over there as well. Unfortunately, it's going to be very difficult for us to earn any kind of influence over there. And as you can see, my wages are starting to kind of take their toll a little bit on the amount of cash we have. Because obviously, if you remember from the manual laborer quest, we did gain 7,500 or something like that. And now we are back down to 17,000, which we had, I think we had 15,000 at the time. And so, yeah, we've lost quite a lot over the course of, you know, this very short period, just literally running around here. Going to go into this tournament if we can. Going to go into the tavern as well, ask for some rumors and things like that. And where is the tavern keeper? I wish I could actually talk to the tavern keeper from the menu. Okay, so let's have a look. No, you don't have any engineer. Wait, hello? Here we go. Jaime Lannister himself. He's actually apparently a very good surgeon. Was that what I asked for? I have no idea. He's apparently a very good surgeon, and he's leaving for Sisterton. Okay, so now Sisterton is very far away, which I'm a little bit dubious about actually going towards, but if I can get Jaime Lannister, I mean, he's very expensive as well, as far as I'm aware, so not sure if I'm going to even be able to afford him. But if I find him, just merely find him, I don't need to do anything else, I just need to find him, then we can send a Raven to him at a later point, and then we might be able to recruit him then. So there's always a way that we can make it work, even if we just have the information available to us. So being able to send that Raven really helps a great deal. And I love the inclusion of that particular functionality in the mod as well. Okay, so I'm just going to deal with the green team member here. Gonna try not to use my shield bash ever again, because apparently that was the thing that literally caused me to lose that one tournament. So, yeah, I mean, I will use it, but, you know, it's obviously something that you should probably use if you have the perk that increases the amount of time that the enemy gets stunned by 50%, because in my opinion, that's a much better thing to go for. Oh, it seems like our companion has actually made it through to the final round. That's actually very funny. All right. Well, we're going to have to deal with him in a very quick second, because we were able to win that rather easily. And let's do this. Okay, here we go. Kind of wish I had thrown weapons in this, because then we could just throw it at him. Yeah, but he's going to be relatively simple to deal with. We just literally need to do overheads. Seems like, oh no, it seems like he's actually defending. Okay, never mind. There we are. Fantastic. Another 6 renown for us. And a little bit of money. But of course, the item itself is also going to sell for a decent amount. It's not going to be something to sniff at, you know? We can't discount the items from these particular tournaments. You never know when you're going to get something. Anyway, I'm very quickly just going to head on over to Dragonstone. And if there is a tournament there, I'm not sure if I'll do it. It very much depends on the reward available. If there is a reward that is good, then I'll do it. But if there isn't, then I'm just going to ask for rumors at the tavern, see if there are any companions in the tavern to begin with as well, and then we'll move on. There doesn't seem to be a tournament here. There is. Aha. Hello. Okay, no. Never mind. Yeah, he doesn't have any party skills that we particularly want. He is actually a pretty good fighter, but not as good as the other guy that we found, which is very, very surprising. Can I jump on this? Yes, I can. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. Good engineer. No one's passed by here. Good surgeon. No, no one's passed by here. What about a scout? I actually feel like a scout would be pretty fun. No. Okay, no one is a scout around here. I'm actually hoping that we'll be able to maybe get Qyburn. If we can get Qyburn, then I'll be pretty happy with that, because he's an absolutely amazing surgeon. From what I can remember, I could be thinking of the wrong guy now. Maybe I'm thinking of the wrong guy, but whatever the case, I know him to be amazing. So I'm thinking that maybe it would be cool if we could get him, but it very much depends on a variety of situations and things, you know. Oh, hello. Okay, wait a minute. This guy is absolutely insane. Look at his roguery skill. And he's also a fantastic scout. But he also has smithing, trade, engineering. What? Why is this guy so good? Okay, I'm going to see how much he is. How much are you? Are you serious right now, sir? Are you serious that you are literally only 550? I'm actually kind of shocked. Because this fellow is literally probably one of the best companions that I have ever seen. But yet, he has such a cheap price. I mean, look at this. He's even got good combat skills. He's got 120 in every single combat skill. And the only thing he's bad at is tactics. Who cares? Who cares about tactics, right? 180 scouting. Okay, that's absolutely insane. Let's make him our scout. There we go. Ho ho. Now things are coming up. Oh, yes. That is absolutely fantastic. I actually wonder if Jaime Lannister himself is going to be 500 as well. I don't think he is, to be honest. But if he is, that's going to be the bargain of the century. Okay, so who... Oh, wait a minute. I think I know this guy, don't I? Don't I know this guy? Wait a minute. He's a Valyrian, isn't he? Yeah, he's a Valyrian. Okay, so wait a minute. He's actually got 80 in scouting, but he's got trade. He's got tactics, charm. I can't really... Can I justify getting this guy? I don't think so. We can always send a raven to him, as I've said before, so that's not that big a deal. But we're kind of just looking to fill out our team right now so that we have people that know exactly what to do. Ah, Lord Varys apparently is good. He went for Hull. Okay, wait a minute. No one else. Okay, that was an engineer. And oh, okay, this guy. Are you serious right now? I believe he might possess that kind of skill. Willem Lannister. Oh, hello. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, I'm excited now. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna go over to, because this guy does not have medic skill, but that guy said that he had medic skill, as you can see. So yeah, it's pretty clear that he doesn't have medic skill, which is kind of weird. I don't know what's going on with that, but anyway, let's go over to Hull real quick, because if Lord Varys actually has significant engineering, then I will be blown away. Because that means that we are potentially going to have found everyone we need to find. Because if he has engineering or medic skill, then we can probably spec him into the other. You know what I mean? So he's probably going to have enough intelligence for us to be able to do that potentially. Anyway, let's have a look. Yep, there he is. Okay, there's Lord Varys. Now, let's have a look-see here. What is this guy? He has insane steward skill. Whoa, okay, hello there. Hello. Okay, so he's absolutely terrible at combat, as you might expect, but yeah, okay. Wow, he's only 1,000. Okay, that is so incredibly cheap. Okay, here we go. This is absolutely perfect. We don't have to have Garen be the steward fellow anymore. We can actually have Lord Varys be the steward. And now, what is our party size going to be? What is our party size going to be now? It's going to be absolutely incredible. Okay, so first of all, let's make our way over to Sisterton, because if Jaime Lannister is still there, I'd like to try and make the most of him as well. But we are now doing very nicely, in my opinion. We're going to have some great people on our side. Let's, I don't even know what to take, to be honest. Plus 50% crafting stamina rate. I think that's going to be really useful when I start leveling up smithing. So I'm probably going to take that, because at the moment, persuasion chance is not really going to be that useful for me, because I'm not really persuading anyone at all. Ah, look who we found here. Okay, so I actually found Theon. As you can see, he actually has some pretty decent combat skills, but that's pretty much all he has, which is kind of unfortunate, because I would have liked to have taken him, but you know how it is. If he doesn't have combat skills, can't really do that. Oh, hello. Okay, we need to win this tournament, all right? Blackheart is available. Look at this. This is basically one of my favorite two-handed weapons in this mod. I've used it before, and I absolutely love using it. So if we can actually achieve victory here, I'll be really, really pleased. But as is the case, if these guys are actually lucky and they decide to, you know, kill me with their wonderful lance abilities, then I will not get the opportunity to use it. Let me see if I can actually get him in the face. Nice. Okay, there we go. Got him. And yeah, these guys just don't know what to do. Yeah, they are just absolutely outmatched. Oh, he's blocking everything. Look at that. Oh, that was a nice hit. Can we get a little bit more, though? Just, oh, he shot him. He shot him in the back. Nice. And there we go. Nice little thrust into the face. All right, here we go. I've got high hopes for this. Or maybe not, because I've now just been given a bow. Ow. Oh, no. How dare you shoot me? Oh, okay, well, it's fine. This guy's got no legs. Look at him. He's got no legs. I can't believe I didn't realize he had no legs. That is so funny. Oh my. He's obviously got some armor on that he's not meant to be wearing. But look, he's got no legs. That is so funny. All right, well, yeah, he's just floating there, you know. He's just literally floating there. You know, I don't even know. He must be some kind of magician. Maybe it's an optical illusion of some kind. Who knows? Anyway, hopefully I will not die here, because I am amused at the floating fellow, who just so happens to be one of our companions as well, by the way, which is even funnier. Anyway, here we go. Let me see if I can shoot this fellow. Ah, I missed very, very narrowly. This guy's a river lord. Oh, never mind. Okay, apparently he was murdered by a regular Riverlands man-at-arms. A river lord was just absolutely outmatched by someone that was much lower tier. That's very funny as well. Anyway, there we go. Riverland soldier. Oh, they've given me a two-handed. Okay, this is bad. I do not have very much two-handed skill. Okay, does it matter? Apparently not. Apparently it doesn't matter at all. There we go. All right, so we actually did gain Black Heart, which is absolutely fantastic. It's a really, really good weapon. One of the best weapons that I've used in this mod, as I say. And I am very much looking forward to using it again. Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. I'm actually not entirely sure. There is also an Escort Merchant Caravan quest here, which I am actually kind of thinking that I might do, because as you can see, I am actually not looking particularly good in regards to our money situation. And if I can do a couple of battles and get some influence, then we're going to start seeing our money start to go up, because we're, of course, still a mercenary. So I'm thinking that that might actually be pretty cool. Anyway, we have worn Varys clothes, worn Varys shoes. Let's just equip him with some stuff. Okay, apparently he has nothing better in here, which is very funny. And he also has basically no combat skills, does he? No, he has no combat skills at all. So we're going to have to give him something that he can actually use relatively easily. So I'm thinking, why not give him Bone Crusher? Let's give him Bone Crusher, and I don't have a shield for him, unfortunately, so we won't be able to do that. Does he have riding skill? He should have some, I think. Yeah, he has 90 in riding skill. So let's give him some riding skill. Let's give him Step Horse, I guess. Give him the Step Horse. And we have some of this. There we go. I have no idea whether it's actually even good for me to give him a horse, to be honest, because he should probably just stand at the back of the battlefield doing not much at all. That's really what he should be doing. But anyway, I'm going to end this episode off here. Next time, we'll start off with the Escort Merchant Caravan mission, because it's right here. We might as well do it. As I said before, you know, obvious reasons, mercenary wages and so on. Then there's another tournament over here, and then I'm going to make my way on over to Sisterton, hopefully get Jaime Lannister to be our... it's actually kind of funny that I still haven't found a surgeon or an engineer. But look at my maximum company size now. It's at 107 thanks to Varys. Oh, just incredible. Really, really nice. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.